So, hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Stellaris, where we are currently playing as the Wavebreakers, which for some reason have now got a Yorkshire accent, like they were dwarves or something. The Wavebreakers are a aquatic race based on the ocean utopia of New South Wales, and we have been carving out a fair bit of territory for ourselves. We are very much rivals with the Kelazan Republic. They have tried to attack us once, but thankfully the mighty station of Helm's Deep held against their attempts, and we held the line against them. We have then since started to expand over in this direction, particularly up here, where Soldar is about to become another very important way station point. It has occurred to me that Diadem... Oh, we're already building a starbase in Diadem. Okay, marvellous. So never mind. I was going to say that we don't have this properly defended, but actually we do. Then the next thing is we have got a colony ship under construction, I think. Yes, we do. And that one will be going to Soldar. Then we also have a colony in construction at the moment up here in Cascadia Prime, which is our northern stronghold. Although the northern stronghold I think is rather more secure because... Actually, these are only mining drones. We could try to take more of this space. And honestly, I don't see why we don't. Then we have a couple of construction ships who are currently not doing anything. Just looking around to see if there's any resources that we have not yet gained. Yes, there. Although we could send you north. What are those? Those are also mining ships, which we could almost certainly take out to conquer those areas. Yeah, I think we do want to secure this because having that as a buffer is really not very strong. And then we're also taking over this little pocket, and then there's a couple of others back here too. So what are you up to? This is the Panda. You are an anomaly discovery chance. I don't think there's much for you to explore, if anything, anymore. Because everybody has got closed borders with us. So instead, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you to, say, Waterloo Prime. Well, none of these actually produce science at the moment, so for the moment I think you can basically just chill. And then Exemplo is an anomaly research, so Exemplo, you should be doing anomalies, though there are not very many of those left. You go ahead and do that, Tomb World. And in fact, you know what? Rather than doing nothing, you may as well do an anomaly as well. Why not? Panda, research, go. Or we could even have you do these. Which one was Panda? Those are construction ships, so it's not going to be you. Panda crew line. How about you come over here and research those projects? Even better. Okay, good. So, that is the situation at the moment. In the meantime, hello everyone, hello, hello, hello. How are you all doing? Hope you're having an excellent day so far. Is this galaxy a spiral? I think so. I think whatever's the default. Still relearning how to play. Would you like a little tip to be able to research quicker? As long as it's not an exploit, sure. Cyberx refinery. Ancient debris of some kind of massive Cyberx refinery complex has been found in orbit around the gas giant of Beta Hydrae 5. Lingering energy traces suggest that it was destroyed by some kind of antimatter weapon. In that case, Gladio, you go ahead and research that. Why not? Waterloo, you have a build space available. What is Waterloo? Waterloo is an energy producing place. Now, if I remember correctly, we are currently researching... Yes, energy grid. So we're kind of saving that spot for you. And Cascadia is building the gene clinics. You don't have any particular specialities, but you're going to have a ton of industry. So Cascadia Prime is going to be an industrial heartland, I believe. Even more people are closing their borders to us, but that's fine. A small celestial object with a pronounced gaseous and particulate trail was recently observed in the South Wales system. The passing was uneventful. Comet sighted! But everything's fine. It's just a comet. Oh, and then these are the sector overviews. Right. Espionage. Our operatives are drawing up a short list of potential sleeper cells within the Colorzon Republic. They hope to be able to set of suitable positions where agents may appear innocuous and yet remain poised to strike for a prolonged period of time. Acknowledged. Commencement ready. Archaeological site pending. It's alive! The Aurora is in fact some previous unknown form of life. There is some kind of enigmatic semi-sentient entity living in the upper atmosphere. Somehow it can manipulate magnetism and ionization, tweaking the atmosphere to display lights in the sky according to its unknowable alien whims. Some theorize it's trying to communicate, others believe it's merely playing or even singing with lights. The Xenology Department reports all attempts at translation are utterly futile given the totally incompatible physiology of this entity. Is it trying to send us a warning? Lament its dead world, gloating in triumph? All we can do is leave it in the sky to sing its alien song. Goodbye. So energy credits... Oh, 5% more monthly energy credits. That's alright. Okay, well in that case we have a science ship which is available and you are an archaeology extraction speed, so you may as well go to Razum and work on that one. Then I think that's our last archaeological site. I think. Let's go up to fast speed. Not an exploit, though you have genius, which give 10%. If you scientists have the same traits in the field you're researching, get 15. Yeah, I know. But I just prefer having geniuses, because then I get everything covered, and I have 3 geniuses. And I don't need to specialise so much. The other advantage, of course, of specialising like that, or having a specialist, is you're more likely to get their technology types. So if you really want to get, like, shipbuilding, then you hire a shipbuilding specialist. Hey, Tuna. How are you doing? Were you streaming earlier today? I think I saw you online. More software ink?
Ever stronger.
Growing ever stronger. Evidence has been found indicating the Cybrex were mining helium-3 from Beta Hydri 5 using their orbital complex to refine the gas before distributing it as a fuel for their roving space fleets. Interestingly, the energy signature of the antimatter weapon that destroyed the facility is distinctly Cybrex in origin. Why would they destroy their own refinery? Because it was a civil war. I'm guessing. Just taking a dinner break. Nice, nice. How are we doing for influence? We still have a fair amount. I don't think there's anything really stopping me from just taking these regions now. And this science ship is not doing anything. You are the Sky Sail. Right, you just finished doing the anomaly. Do we have any other things which need time? That just takes that type of research. And then those require envoys. And that's the archaeology, so no. This was Sky Sail. Let's put you in charge of the Playful Ruins. Oh, and also, thank you for the raid yesterday, Tuna. I don't think I acknowledged it when you were around. I saw it like half an hour after it happened. Oh man, yesterday's stream. That was some serious battles. We had a Mountain Blade Bannerlord fight, which was 2,000 versus 1,500. It was flipping massive. Nestled in the sheltered pockets across Hitham 5's surface is a rich sludge of simple organic compounds that our researchers believe could be a hotbed for abiogenesis, the spontaneous formation of organic life from lifeless matter. Hitham 5 has been an unusually thick atmosphere with a barren world, which could make it hospitable for simple life forms. Although this presents presents a unique opportunity to study what could be the early stages of the origin of life, it would be best to set our expectations low, as it may still be millions of years before life evolves naturally on Hythm 5, if at all. Fascinating. Sleeper cells established. Reports from Operation Prepare Sleeper Cells. Wow, that is an original operation name there, guys. Like, usually operation names are to obfuscate what it is you are working on. So maybe, and it's just a little tip, if you're working in espionage, don't name your operation after the thing you're trying to do. Just a thought. Might explain why we suck at espionage. Are favourable so far. After considerable effort and numerous carefully concealed falsifications, we have managed to plant enough carefully concealed falsifications for Operation Prepare Sleeper Cells. Not sure they're buying it. We have managed to plant a number of operatives and low-level officer positions within the Azan military. From there, we'll be able to update us on the latest happenings of the Kelazan Republic and maintain our long-term ability to conduct operations there should we wish it. Excellent. We can go even further than this. Oh, that destroys the bureaucrat espionage. Why? Oh, it's for double the time. No, we're not destroying him. Those assets are useful. And we have just finished researching something. Leader lifespan sounds amazing. Let's grab that. And then also physics. Energy from technicians. I mean, as soon as we undock our fleets, we use energy. So sure. Tradition available. Okay, so what are we going to go for? Are we going to go for the starbase capacity? We are well under our capacity right now, so I don't think that's really a priority. Or we can have strongholds producing unity. And defensive armies are now stronger. Never surrender. War exhaustion gain reduction. That would be really nice. And then the Bulwark of Harmony. That gives our ship build speed while we're in a defensive war, and also ship fire rate when we're in our own borders. Or we try to finish off the mercantile. No, you know what? Let's do resistance is frugal. Not futile, but frugal. Our people take great comfort in the strength of the bulwarks that guard our planets and view them as vital to ensuring a more prosperous future. Operation Super Secret Plans. Am I going to take the Sol system for the minerals? Yes, eventually. Like all the planets which are kind of within our borders already, I'm not in a hurry to do, because we already block all the entrances. We are still in Operation Expand as much as we can phase. Where is my fleet at the moment? You are up there. You are heading back to South Wales. I think I might actually want you to go over here. Barely Tactical, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome to the stream. What have you guys just been playing? I've actually been seeing you on Twitter, and you were talking about a different type of game. I think. Or a different game. I don't remember what it was, though. Not offhand. Right, that's you guys moving. We could potentially do with having, like, a construction ship standing by over here. So let's start you moving. After analysing the debris left behind from the ancient battle fought above Eskmay 6, we have learned that 4 alien empires contemporary with the Cybrex pulled their forces together in a desperate attempt to halt the advancing fleets of the machine consciousness. Judging by the small amount of Cybrex debris that was produced by the battle, they were not successful. Oh dear. Oh. Has that always been there? Because why wouldn't I have pressed the button if it was? Oh, it already has a planned colony. Okay.
We grow ever
How are you guys doing? Ah, you're ready for an upgrade. You have finally hit 10 population to turn you into a proper planetary capital as opposed to just a colony. And this is a pretty big upgrade. So you start getting enforcers now, even though you still have no crime, but that's fine. Housing goes from 3 to 5. Amenities goes down from 7 to 5. You gain an additional building slot. Corporate buildings can now be built, although we're not a megacorp, so that's not really relevant. And then we get politicians instead of colonists. Colonists produce food and amenities, whereas politicians produce consumer goods. Use consumer goods and turn them into unity and amenities. Okay, so the reason that it probably produces less amenities is because it has the politicians instead, which do more. That's my guess. Okay, then you, being right here, may as well go and get Sol. There we go. And you may as well build those research stations. Because I want to continue to try and get as much of that research as possible. What are you? Anomaly, research speed. So you want to keep on doing the anomalies. Wait, who was that? That is Exemplo Swig. You can do the dimensional disturbance. Off you go. Oh, you were also playing Stellaris. Okay. Conquering the galaxy as mushrooms. Interesting. So yes, for those of you just joining us, we are currently playing as the Wavebreakers, who are anglers and inward perfectionists. We are, as you can probably tell, aquatic, and our origin was the Oceanic Paradise, which is our world of New South Wales, which is doing pretty well. And our species are aquatic, communal, enduring, and sedentary. So we don't like moving around much, and that's mostly because we have habitability penalties on planets which are not, at least in some form, wet. And we get big bonuses if it's an ocean world, which we've only seen one of so far, and that's our capital. We have found debris on Eskime 3A from a large ship that does not appear to have been of Cyberx origin in the crater that was once the site of their base. Our archaeologists spectate that the ship belonged to one of the organic civilizations under Cyberx attack. If so, it may have been sent to collide with the base in some kind of suicide run. No other explanation for the destruction of the base has been found. Oh right, this is the ship that was travelling at like warp speed, ramming into a planet. Okay, Waterloo Prime has established itself, and we have just found their homeworld. Oh no, you are now ready to upgrade the capital, which we're going to do. You're also running a little short on housing. And with that in mind, I think we're going to go and build another generator district after that is done. After intense study of our recovered Cyberx artifacts, scientists on New South Wales have managed to deduce the exact galactic coordinates of a system the ancient machines refer to as Cyberx Prime, possibly where the civilization retreated after the abortive attempt to exterminate all sapient organic life. We should launch an expedition to this system before somebody else beats us to it. I bet somebody else is already there. Yeah, of course they are. Ah! Wait, no, they're not. Oh no, that opens another entrance into our empire. Helm's Deep is no longer the only gateway. This is terrible. You aren't that far away, so you go ahead, survey that system, then do the research project. I'm gonna need a construction ship over here. I'm probably gonna need the warships too. Where are they? Okay, they're actually pretty near. You guys head over here just in case. Very valuable though, and true. In fact, if we take Cyberx Alpha and build our own starbase there, then it's going to be another planet system, just like Helm's Deep is. In fact, we're really lucky. All of our choke points, with the exception of Diadem, have planets in them, which means they're very difficult to take. Oh yeah, I know it's a ring world. I saw that already. Which is why I definitely want it. It's just too bad that it's in the middle of enemy territory. Research complete. Field modulation. So we now get more energy, which should be good. We can get disruptors, we can get better energy production. It hasn't been a problem though. Or research station output. You know what, let's go and get more technology. Because I would like to think that we are doing pretty well technologically so far. You're already taking Sol, so you may as well... down here.
Grow ever stronger.
And there we go, Sol has taken its bit, so build those mining stations. In fact, build the research stations first, then the mining stations. Okay, now we want to make sure that we save enough influence to actually take Cybrex Alpha. Encounter in Ferrothon. We have made first contact with the mysterious aliens of the Ferrothon system. For now, we have codenamed them the Calf Menace until we can find out more about them. If they possess a language, we should decipher it so that we can assess how much of a threat they pose. That looks like another civilization. Wait. That's in their territory, so it's another... It's somebody else that they've given military access to.
Establishing a new colonial outpost.
Ah, Funnel Prime has started. The mysterious moon of Cascadia Prime. Now that Cascadia Prime has been settled for a while, some data irregularities have been noticed. Specifically, the moon, Cascadia 3A, does not seem to be made of remotely similar material to Cascadia Prime. This suggests it was not formed at the same time, but rather originally formed somewhere else and was somehow captured by the gravity of Cascadia Prime at a later date. Quite where Cascadia 2A currently came from is currently a mystery. Curious. A long-expired set of covert codes has just been reactivated. They are linked to the operations we previously carried out on Kelazan Republic, from where it would seem that a former operative is trying to report back in. The message is light on details, but the code carries markers which signify intelligence on key political figures in a foreign empire. Our security advisors confirmed the codes were valid until quite recently, but their expiry means the codes are open to compromise by foreign powers. There's no telling if the operative or their message are genuine. Begin an extraction team. We save our own people, if they are indeed our own. And if we got caught, we've been at war before. Disavowed operative returns. Our once disavowed operative has made it back to Wavebreakers space. This Azam individual, who identified themselves as Fatik Umalika, appears nervous and relieved, but has cleared all security verification. The debriefing has been described as arduous, and the information has been proven to be useful. We have now gained access to a valuable asset. With the matter now resolved, Fatik Umalika's shaky disavowal will be renewed. Having confirmed that he is no longer missing in action, our current operatives can ensure that this time the disavowal will stick. Good. So let's take a quick look at our espionage efforts against these guys. That's the wrong guys. We want these guys. Where the spy network is still growing, we can now get up to a maximum of 60, so we kind of just want to sit back and let them do their thing. Yeah. We just need to let the spy network grow. You have arrived, but I want to wait now. I want to keep at least 60 influence so I can capture this place as quickly as possible. There goes the war fleet. There goes the science fleet. And here come the constructors. Okay, good. Propose that the Cybrex Prime ring world be called into Earth. We're doing ocean puns. That's why it's Helm's Deep, because it's underwater. However, Ponnell Prime does need to have a name. So we've got Waterloo, we've got Helm's Deep, we've got Cascadia. Was there another really good one? I feel like I made a note of good potential names. Yes, I did. Watership Down. This one's going to be Watership Down. This was one I'd already promised. Hang on. We need to go to the system so I can rename the entire system. Watership Down. There we go. And then that's going to be Watership Down Prime. Beautiful. And then the next one's Atlantis. In fact, this one would be a really good one for Atlantis. It's a rediscovered homeworld. In fact, that's basically perfect. I like that this is going to be Atlantis.
Space charts updated.
Preliminary excavations indicate that the celestial object came straight down the top of a sprawling city. At the time of the impact, the inhabitants were at a technological level on par with early spaceflight. As Rosenum 3A currently does not sustain any sapient species, it is reasonable to assume the event was the beginning of the end of the civilization. It is unclear whether the giant rock landed smack on top of the city by design, or just a bizarre, catastrophic accident. Keep on digging!
Research complete.
Voidcraft for Hi Robert Springtide. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so the Navy is here. The scientists are exploring. It would seem that Cybrex re-evaluated their galactic crusade against organic life at some point during the 17th year. Huzzah! Whether this change was prompted by losses on the battlefield or an ideological shift in their networked consensus, we may never know. But whatever the reason, the Cybrex decided to halt their campaign. They began a slow withdrawal that lasted for almost a century until they eventually vanished completely. We now know that they retreated to this system where they had constructed a massive ring world designed to house their entire civilization. They isolated themselves here for several millennia until an independent explorer chanced upon the system and spread its location to the rest of the galaxy. The news that the dreaded Cybrex had been found again prompted several neighbouring powers to organise a massive military expedition, which bombarded the Cybrex ring world into rubble. Strangely, the Cybrex seem to have offered no resistance whatsoever. Relic found, the Cybrex Warforge. Minor artifact action unlocked. The secrets of the Cybrex. What is a minor thingy-mablobby? We will never surrender! And we're also the Bulwarker Harmony. Boom! Okay, we've almost maxed out on yielding thanks to that discovery. And leader lifespan also went up. Nice. Gene modification. Oh, gene modification. That's kind of pricey, though. Let's get the off-world trading company. And Helm's Deep has another building slot. Helm's Deep is a industrial world. I mean, we could get the Auto Shithton Monument so we can get some more of the Unity. Although your amenities are running a bit low. You already have a stronghold. Our strongholds now do produce Unity. My defensive armies are quite a lot stronger. Build the monument. Waterloo Prime, meanwhile, has 2 building slots available. I'm going to say let's have you build the monument too. And Cascadia Prime build the monument. Awesome. And engineering has been improved. We could get a Starhold, which is a starbase upgrade. Oh, we could get cruisers. Let's get the Starhold. We're defensive. The structures on Waterloo are not as old as we first believed. It seems to be a playground or amusement park of some sort. Science Officer Gladio Skysail notes that many of the contraptions are highly complex creations that we can learn much from, and that, to the builder's alien eyes, might have been the cutting-edge sensor array, or even a gigantic art installation. Regardless, to us drifters it looks mostly like a place where you would send your young to let them amuse themselves. Intriguing.